Hey everybody, it's Jennifer. I wanted to follow up with you all on the differentiated learning styles, teaching styles test you took in week 1. That quote unquote test is been developed to help you get a better idea of what learning strategies might work best with the students that you're working with. Break it down into 4 categories, as you saw. Actually 5. In the middle with 0 or a Christopher Robin score using both parts of your brain. A plus side, the +1 to +6, and then a +7 or higher. On the negative side, Eeyore, and an owl, -7 or lower. So let's talk about what learning strategies work with those types of learners. With a score of -7 or lower, the owl, are concrete sequential students. Okay, they typically prefer these types of activities. They tend to like workbooks or lab manuals, lectures with PowerPoint presentations, drawings or models, demonstration teaching. They like hands-on materials to paint, frogs, plastic, wood models. They like to go on field trips. They like program instruction or computer-assisted instruction. And you can expect these type of students to follow step-by-step directions exactly, use various drill techniques to practice what they have learned, and give correct answers available from text. It doesn't mean these are the only people who like to go on field trips. It's just a most preferred way to learn. On the other side, we have abstract random students. These are students who scored 7 or higher. They're POOs. Actually, none of the students in this class scored a 7 or higher or a 7 or lower. So these abstract random students tend to prefer movies and DVDs, group discussions among students, they're very social, lecture with discussion of material presented, television, short reading assignments which act as springboards for class activities. You can expect these students to listen to, learn from, and respond to fellow students, be aware of colors, sounds, moods in their environment, and observe body language, listen for intonation, and reflect upon these connections with the message given. Also on the abstract side, there's abstract sequential students. These are students who scored between -1 and -6, and represented by Eeyore. Actually, more students in our class tended to fall into this range, So close to 60% of you came to your scores indicated this may be the preferred methods for you. Tend to prefer instructional CD-ROMs. CD-ROMs is a bit dated, but instructional materials, podcasts, extensive textbook reading assignments, webinars, and lectures. Students are be willing and able to read large amounts of material. They're able to conceptualize ideas and convey them either orally or in writing, and are able to concentrate on an idea without being distracted by environmental activities or inner feelings. So that's great. So about 30% of our learners fell in this concrete random category of concrete random learners. There's a score of +1 to +6. Think Piglet. These students tend to like games or simulations, independent study projects, optional reading assignments, brief mini lectures, problem-solving activities. These students are really good at framing hypotheses, developing alternative solutions, and testing them. They like to solve problems with limited information or data provided, and also like to experiment with ideas and material through application. Okay, so here's how our class scores came out. We had 8 students who scored -1 to -6, preferring or indicating they may prefer abstract sequential activities. 2 scored 0, which is the Christopher Robin score, which means pretty much any of these. They can go either way, either with abstract sequential or with the concrete random. Okay, I tend to like activities from both of those and mixing it up between the two. So that was 2 of our students, about 15%. 4, about 30% scored +1 to +6, which is the Piglet concrete random preferences. And we actually had 4 students yet to submit due to our storms and late registrations here. So just keep this in mind when you're designing your 7-minute lesson. Now keep in mind what strategies tend to be more effective or more preferred with your target audience. It doesn't mean you have to do something that's on this list, just you can think about that as a way to strategically plan your instruction to meet the needs of your learner.